to find out exactly who is the dominant team here in NXT.
American Alpha takes on the Revival in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the NXT Tag Team Championships.
We're gonna find out who the real A-Team is. Tonight, the NXT Tag Team Titles will be decided. It is 2 out of 3 falls in our main event. Welcome, everybody, to NXT. The former NXT Women's Champion, medically cleared as of recent weeks, and she is good to go in her quest, returning to the title picture.
The following contest is a women's division match scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from San Jose, California, it's Bayley.
We saw Bayley back in action just a few weeks ago. She had announced to the world grades that she was medically cleared. She's good to go according to the WWE medical staff. How do you see this road going now for her to get back to a championship opportunity?
There's not a superstar on the roster with as much heart or passion as Bayley. She's going to do everything she can to get back to title contention. Unfortunately, at the top of the mountain is the woman that dethroned her, the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka.
Bayley does still hold a contractual rematch from Dallas. A lot happening tonight. We talked about 2 out of 3 falls in our main event, and we are just getting started.
And her opponent from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
It was last week here on NXT. We saw Alexa Bliss defeat Carmella one-on-one, a battle of 2/3 of that triple threat match that went down to decide Asuka's #1 contender heading into NXT TakeOver.
Yeah, Bliss was not defeated in that match. She had a legitimate case to ask for the match with Carmella, which Alexa Bliss was victorious in, earning her the right to face off with Bayley tonight. And to be honest with you, Phillips, the way things are going, the attitude of Alexa Bliss might carry her to the next level when it all starts tonight.
So you believe the momentum might be in the corner of Alexa Bliss here against the former NXT Women's Champion?
Seeing as how you need clarification, yes.
Well, I mean, seriously, the way that Alexa's been rolling as of late, yes, it's looked very good, but Bayley has seemed reinvigorated. She seemed like she's in a better place.
I'm sure she's in a better place, but that's not going to help her against the meanest girl on the roster.
Bayley just looking to set up Alexa Bliss. Oh, shot right there to the back. And now Bayley coming out strong here early in this match. Oh, and a shot right to the midsection. And this is what Alexa Bliss is all about. She actually at one point challenged Bayley for the NXT Women's Championship. There's got to be some bad blood here. Oh, using the second rope right to the throat of Bayley.
Alexa Bliss has bad blood with everyone she's ever met.
Cover, hook to the leg, and a kick out at 1.
Look at the slingshot right into the ropes. This is the nasty side of Alexa Bliss, but served her so well late.
In the last few months, Alexa Bliss has turned away Blake and Murphy. She's gone it on her own.
Turned away? Say what it was, Tom. She dumped them. Unceremoniously, just dumped them both. Kicked them to the curb. You know, you've been dumped a lot of times. I'm sure you've got a lot of nice euphemisms for it.
And folks, if you want a chance to meet the NXT superstars and see where they train every day, don't miss out on a great opportunity to do so with the WWE Performance Center All-Access opportunity on July 25th here in Orlando, Florida. To learn more about this unique opportunity to visit the one-of-a-kind facility and meet your favorite NXT stars, go to NXTtickets.com for more information. Another cover, Alexa Bliss hooked to the leg, and Bayley out at 2. Our current NXT Women's Champion, Asuka. We talked about the contractual rematch from Dallas, but Asuka continues to tell everyone, I'll take on any member of the NXT Women's division. Oh, right to the throat. A cover here from Alexa to put away Bayley, and Bayley out at one. Now, Graves, this is something we've seen from Alexa Bliss in the past. Oh, that emotion overcoming her. She tends to get frustrated in these situations.
I'll tell you what, Bliss better not let the emotion get the best of her in the ring with Bayley because of one slight mistake, and Bayley will capitalize. But look at this right now. Going all Alyssa Steamer. Tony Hawk, pro skater, collect the videotapes, Tom.
It's been all Alexa Bliss here for the last few minutes here in this match. Oh, look at Bayley. Look at the look in Bayley's eye.
Look at the power of Bayley.
Bayley, oh!
Buckle bomb.
Right into the second turnbuckle. Bayley starting to rally. Into the corner of the elbow. Now Bayley again with the running knee. Got the NXT Universe behind her here at Full Sail University. Alexa Bliss in a lot of trouble, and again into the turnbuckle.
Look at this aggression from Bayley. She knows what it's going to take. Bayley's got to step up the aggression to get back to contention with Asuka.
She's got to continue to stay strong. Cannot afford a loss here tonight against Alexa Bliss, and again into the corner. Oh, look at Alexa trying to counter here. Shoulders down on Alexa, and Alexa popped free.
Oh, man, lights out.
What a right hand by Alexa Bliss. Bayley might be out in the corner. Alexa Bliss doesn't want to back down. The referee's checking on Bayley.
That's what you get.
You are cordially invited to the most dangerous place on earth. Courtesy of the Night Mayor of Suplex City. So be like The Undertaker, be like John Cena, like Seth Rollins, be like Goldberg. Find out what it's like to be victimized in Suplex City.
Product not yet rated.
Back here on NXT, here's the cover. Alexa Bliss to put away Bayley, and Bayley's hand was underneath the bottom rope, breaking up the pinfall attempt.
Let's take another look at this right hand from Bliss. Rousey-like in its delivery. Unbelievable. I can't believe Bayley even knows where she's at right now.
And for the majority of the commercial break, Bayley was barely moving and is just trying to get back up here. And now look at Alexa Bliss using the bottom rope into the left shoulder here. Bayley back into the ring. Bayley trying to hold on here once again. Oh, Alexa was trying to use the ropes and it backfired.
Bliss was looking for that slingshot once again, and Bayley with enough wherewithal to counter it.
The eyes of Alexa Bliss now toss outside the apron using the middle rope. Bayley starting to feel it to put away Alexa Bliss, and a kick out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look at the eyes of Alexa flooring Bayley. Oh! Calls this insult to injury.
Bliss needs to go for the cover now. She could probably beat Bayley.
She's put away several women's competitors with that same move. But she's going up to the top rope, thinking Twisted Bliss here on the former NXT Women's Champion. And look at Bayley. Bayley leaping up from the mat. Knew it was coming from Alexa. Scouted brilliantly. Oh, look at this. Graves going up to the second rope here.
Bliss is trying to fight it off.
On the top of the turnbuckle, was looking for Bayley to belly. Oh! Great counter. Cover. Cover on Bayley out at two. Jax is absolutely furious, letting the referee hear it. Meanwhile, Bayley's sticking around here in this match. Bridges into the cover, shoulders down, Alexa out at 2. Well, once again, Alexa counters with her own bridge and another kick out. Shoulders down again, Alexa Bliss managing to stay in this match. Trading pinfall attempts, another cover from Bliss, this time Bayley free.
Bayley went for that single leg into the backslide by Bliss.
There's a backslide, shoulders down. Bayley trying to, whoa, look at this, great counter.
Look at the power on display by both of these women.
Oh, look at this, oh!
Belly to back suplex by Bayley.
Cover by Bayley to put away Alexa Bliss, and Alexa Bliss is still in this match. This is all about opportunity. This is all about who can inject themselves into the NXT Women's Championship picture. Oh! Uh-oh, Bayley. Oh, Bayley caught again in the corner.
What a counter by Bliss. Bayley with that momentary hesitation to adjust her hair. Could have cost her big time.
Oh, caught with the knees by Bayley. Bayley to belly. Bayley has knocked off Alexa Bliss.
Here is your winner, Bayley.
You got to give credit to Alexa Bliss for taking Bayley to the limit, but we talked about it at the outset. The Women's Championship means everything to Bayley, and she is not going to let anything get in the way of her getting back to the top of the division.
For quite some time, Bayley was the standard bearer in the NXT Women's division, and she showed why here. A lot of aggression from Bayley. Watch this kick out in the corner, but Alexa Bliss will come back with her own aggression. The big right hand, that turned things around.
I think we saw a different side of Bayley, maybe something we haven't seen in a while, but Alexa Bliss definitely stepped up her game. She wants to be taken seriously, mentioned in the same conversation with Bayley, with Asuka. And I think she did a very good job tonight of opening a lot of eyes. Unfortunately, it just wasn't quite enough.
In the corner, great counter here, got the knees up, did Bayley, and then Bayley saw her opportunity. Bayley to belly, impactful center of the ring, and Bayley would close the door on Alexa Bliss.
It has been a long road back. In Dallas, I got knocked out by Asuka and lost my title. But like I always do, I bounced back just to get knocked down again, but this time by Nia Jax. I had to sit back and watch Nia Jax take my opportunity at TakeOver. But I am back, and I am ready.
Looks like Nia Jax might object to what Bayley was saying.
Nia Jax bullied her way to a championship opportunity at TakeOver. She took out Bayley's knee, plowed through a triple threat match, and got her opportunity against Asuka.
You trying to get to the shop? You trying to get to the title? Back on the shelf. You ain't going nowhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm back, sister. You want another shot at me? You and me in one more match.
Okay.
You got it, sister.
All right.
Graves, Bayley certainly defiant in the face of Nia Jax. We could overhear what Bayley was saying there's a moment ago. She says, I want to go one more time with Nia Jax. but Nia seemed to imply, I don't know if Bayley's ready for this.
Well, after what happened the last time these two stepped in the ring, the domination by Nia Jax, Bayley's never faced anybody like Nia before, and the damage could be worse this next time.
We're going to see what happens with Nia Jax and Bayley, but we're just getting started here on NXT. As we mentioned, to kick off the show, our main event tonight, 2 out of 3 falls for the NXT Tag Team titles. But right now, we want to take a special look at one of the most exciting new tag teams in NXT, TM61.
We are TM61. We are here. We are ready. We are ready to capture the NXT Tag Team Championships.
Nick Miller, Shane Thorne.
What incredible agility by Thorne.
It's one of the hottest tag teams on the planet.
These guys have had success from Australia to Japan.
The NXT Universe is feeling TM61.
We are the mighty, and the mighty don't kneel.
Dash and Dawson, you two regained the tag team championships rather quickly. Are you worried at all, though, that you could lose them just as fast?
Worried? Are we worried? No, we're not worried, because worry is for people that actually have a chance of losing, and we can stand here in front of you and tell you with 100% certainty there is no chance, no doubt, that we are going to beat American Alpha tonight and walk out still tag team champions.
Exactly, Kathy. Tonight we find out who is number 1. And Dash and myself, we got 4 good fists and a hell of a set of feet. And if we got to use all 8 to get the job done, well, my apologies, Alpha. That's what we're gonna do. Tonight, we talk heavy. Tonight, we hit hard. Tonight, we remain the absolute best tag team on this planet. Don't ever doubt us. Clink me, Jack.
The Revival looked confident as ever since reclaiming the NXT Tag Team Championship as Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder put the titles on the line against American Alpha in a 2 out of 3 falls match later tonight on NXT.
It is a 32-man single elimination tournament representing 16 countries. This is going to be awesome.
Welcome back here to NXT. Guess who's back at it again in tag team action?
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for 1 fall. At a combined weight of 465 pounds, Blake and Murphy.
Why on earth are these two together again, Philip? These two break up and make up more than Rob Kardashian and Black China.
It was earlier today on social media that Blake and Murphy, they got together and decided one more time, we're going to give it a shot as a team.
Now here's a couple guys I wish would go in separate directions forever.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 490 pounds, Zack Ryder and Mojo Rawley, the Hype Bros.
The Hype Bros are back at it again. We're in action last week here on NXT. Zack Ryder, the former Intercontinental Champion, and Big Mojo Rawley ready for action here. Braves, what do you think about this for another test for Blake and Murphy? Blake and Murphy are former NXT Tag Team Champions, but the Hype Bros are always very game.
Listen, I said it last week. I was shocked. I never thought I would. But Mojo Rawley really impressed me. Something inside of him seems to be clicking. Finally, the guy's figuring it out, and he's big and strong, and he's finally becoming dangerous.
As we mentioned earlier today on Facebook, it was Blake who asked Murphy for one more shot, one more time. So, I mean, who knows? This is make or break for these guys.
This is a pity party. Murphy's lost everything good in his life. Blake just takes pity upon the guy.
Well, Mojo Rawley certainly looks ready to go, and now Blake and Murphy trying to figure out who starts this thing.
This is much like when you call me to go out for a drink after you struck out on Facebook, Tinder, Twitter, all the social media things, and I go out for a drink because I feel bad for it. It's the same situation.
You feel bad in general. You just sit in the corner. Wesley Blake starting this thing off here against Mojo Rawley. Big 265-pounder running over Blake.
Murphy tagging himself in.
I told you I got this.
This is working out real well for them, Tom.
They're gonna try and figure this out and make themselves amicable.
Oh my God, Tom!
Oh my God! It's the man beast! Rhyno's back on NXT with a gore!
Murphy just beat Murphy's Law. He managed to get out of the way of the gore.
Murphy looks like he's seen a ghost. Rhyno just obliterated 3/4 of this tag team match.
Murphy didn't see a ghost, Tom. Murphy saw Rhyno. He saw a man beast. He saw one of the most destructive forces on the planet Earth.
We haven't seen Rhyno since the fall. And the guy comes back and gores Zack Ryder, Mojo Rawley, and Murphy just left Wesley Blake there.
Listen, I don't know what Rhyno's doing here. I personally don't care. He just rid the ring of 3 of the 4 of my least favorite people in NXT.
Oh my God, I mean, Rhyno's back in a big way. What in the world is Rhyno thinking in this instance?
I have no idea, but I'm glad to see him back. When the War Machine's in town, crazy things can happen.
Yes, crazy things happen. Speaking of which, here on NXT, it's not necessarily crazy, but it is a dream match that we never thought we'd see here on NXT, and it is coming up next week right here on the WWE Network. Right now, we want to take a special look inside the matchup of Finn Balor and Shinsuke Nakamura.
I think in both Finn Balor and Shinsuke Nakamura, you have guys that were so talented that before they ever stepped foot in a WWE ring, the world knew who they were.
You've got Finn Balor, arguably one of the greatest superstars we have today, that made a name for himself in Japan. And on the other hand, you have Shinsuke Nakamura, also one of the most popular stars in the WWE today, also made a name for himself in Japan.
They're iconic figures in Japanese wrestling, and these are 2 talent that have absolutely established themselves worldwide.
These are 2 of the guys that have made the biggest impact since arriving in NXT, 2 of the biggest names on the face of planet Earth, 2 of the biggest names in professional wrestling, and it's gonna be pretty awesome.
The fan in me, wants to see that match, can't wait to see that match. And it's gonna be nice to just step back for once and say, this is awesome.
Shinsuke Nakamura was one of the first people that took me under his wing and, showed me the way of Japanese pro wrestling.
I've known him over 10 years. We became a great friends in Japan.
All wrestling aside, Shinsuke is a friend. He knows my family. I know his family. We hang out outside of work.
Always hanging out after the matches, and sometimes he come to my house. He's one of my best friends.
When you look across that ring and it's your friend, it almost makes it that much more intense. It's almost disrespectful not to push your friend harder than he's ever been pushed before. It's almost disrespectful to him not to give him every bit of everything you would give, and then some.
Finn, you became the icon of NXT. If I want to be the champion, I have to be icon. I have to beat you.
Shinsuke Nakamura versus Finn Balor. I'm getting goosebumps now, even saying that. This feels special.
I guess I know what's next for Finn Balor.
I have to fight with icons. So I have to fight with Finn Balor.
I think people will be left with their jaws hanging This is one of those moments in time that 10, 15 years later, you're saying, I was there. That first time Balor and Nakamura squared off in NXT, and it was magic.
NXT has become all about dream matches, and I don't think there's anyone in the world with a bigger dream match than Nakamura and Balor.
American Alpha, how do you plan on taking back the NXT Tag Team Championship in tonight's 2 out of 3 falls match?
Execute our game plan. You know, we played the Revival's game last time, and it cost us the titles. But this time, we're gonna make sure that we wrestle our match.
2 out of 3 falls sounds good to me, huh?
Oh, it sounds great.
What do you think of that?
Sounds great.
I promise you, the longer a match goes, the better American Alpha gets. And believe me when I say we have never been more ready, willing, and Gable.
Jason Jordan and Chad Gable are focused on reclaiming the titles and will face off against NXT Tag Team Champions, The Revival, in a 2 out of 3 falls match next on NXT.
For the first time since the incredible cage match against Finn Balor at NXT TakeOver The End, the NXT champion, Samoa Joe, returns to Full Sail next week on NXT.
Excuse me, Rhyno. Rhyno, what just happened out there? Why are you back in NXT?
It is time for our main event here on NXT. Jordan and Gable have redemption on their minds. Tonight they get their rematch from NXT TakeOver The End. Their brief time as champions halted by the Revival. Question is, can they put aside everything they've dealt with the authors of pain over the last few weeks and focus on the championship?
Well, American Alpha, if they want any chance of holding those tag team championships that they valued so much, need to put everything in the world out of their minds and focus only on the best tag team in the world, the Revival.
Say yeah!
Come on, Tom, say yeah! Give it a shot. Come on.
I don't want to.
We go hard all day, all night. On my brows,
Dash and Dawson, they are the first ever two-time NXT Tag Team Champions. And last week on NXT, things ended in chaos. It was Mr. Regal who decided to bring this rivalry over the tag team titles to a conclusive ending. The decision, a 2 out of 3 falls match for the championship here tonight. Who in your mind does that favor?
Well, there's always a champion's advantage to favor the champions at the time. Right now, Dash and Dawson, they've got more experience. They've been in situations like this before. American Alpha, they had a meteoric rise, but they hit a roadblock, and I'm not sure they can adapt tonight.
Dash and Dawson continue to proclaim they are the greatest tag team on this planet, the greatest tag team in history, and they believe that they could put away American Alpha in this what has become a signature match for NXT.
The following is a 2 out of 3 falls match for the NXT Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 445 pounds, Jason Jordan, Chad Gable, American Alpha. And their opponents, at a combined weight of 446 pounds, they are your NXT Tag Team Champions, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, the Revival.
This is all for the NXT Tag Team Championship. Ways to gain a fall here in this match. Obviously, pinfall, submission, count out, disqualification, and knockout. You got to believe that the Revival will use any means necessary to gain a fall.
Of course they will. That's why they're the tag team champions.
Graves, you competed in 2 out of 3 falls matchups early on, and for a match that you know is going to take some time, what is the pacing like?
There's several different strategies. Some teams want to come out of the gate strong, try to score a fall early. Some teams would rather conserve their energy, grind you down, and try to hit 2 late ones.
This is Dash Wilder of the Revival to start things off against Chad Gable. Chad Gable showing off some of that flexibility here early on for American Alpha. Oh, it dropped. American Alpha.
Go for the ankle lock.
Go for the ankle lock early here, and look at Dash Wilder get to the ropes, and Dawson helping out his partner in a big way.
That was critical for Dawson to pull Dash further out of the reach of Gable, because even though he was in the ropes, that 4 seconds, the referees count, a lot of damage can be inflicted to the ankle.
Dawson checking on the ankle there of Dash Wilder, and Dash Wilder tags out. Perhaps take a moment to maybe rest that ankle a bit. Now Scott Dawson will go into the match. Now backed into the corner. There's the tag to the big man Jason Jordan, about 255 pounds on it. Oh. We talked about how difficult it was for American Alpha to get to the championship at Dallas, WrestleMania weekend, and then losing the championship at NXT TakeOver the end recently. I mean, how do you rally from that kind of situation and focus here? Coach man, whoa, going back and forth here.
Look at the quickness, the power of Jordan, but you have to be impressed with Scott Dawson. He can get it done on the mat as well.
Scott Dawson taking his time, and the Revival not so overly confident that they believe they can just shut out American Alpha here in this matchup. But how important is that very first pinfall? Oh man, right to the face of Gable. And look at Jordan, I think he got hit by Dash, and now Dawson.
This is that tag team work, bending the rules, making sure the ref didn't see anything. Nobody does it better than the Revival.
Dash Wilder and another tag here to Scott Dawson. Jordan. Oh, great counter there by Jordan. Breaks free, off the ropes here, and Jordan took them both down.
Here comes Gable. This double teamwork by American Alpha, second to none.
Well, backed into the corners. Oh, Revival get caught by drop kicks. American Alpha looking strong here against the Revival. 2 out of 3 falls for the NXT Tag Team titles.
I wanna face one of the best. I have to fight Finn Balor.
Shinsuke Nakamura versus Finn Balor.
This is going to be a main event worth the hype.
The fans are in for a real treat.
I'm gonna give you guys something sensational.
We are back here on NXT. No falls yet in this 2 out of 3 falls match for the NXT Tag Team Championship. American Alpha in trouble right now against the Revival.
Neither team's been able to gain much of a distinct advantage to this point. It's been very back and forth. What a tag!
Whoa.
What great ring awareness by Dawson and Wilder.
Oh, and face first into the mat goes Jordan. Looking for an early cover here, perhaps. No, we're just clobbering away now on Jason Jordan.
That nasty side.
Another tag, now back in comes Dawson. And now going after the knee. Look at the knee, the left knee of Jason Jordan is being attacked there in the corner.
Double team expertise. That is why they are the NXT Tag Team Champions. Oh, nasty dragon stream.
Oh, and again, driving the left knee into the mat of Jason Jordan. And Graves, we talked about it many times. Jason Jordan is kind of that energy, that life pulse for American Alpha. You take away his legs, how bad is that for American Alpha?
could be completely detrimental. If that could be the strategy of the Revival. I didn't get a chance to speak with Revival to figure out what their game plan is. Not that they would have told me. These two guys figure things out in the ring. They can adapt like nobody else. But this is a sound strategy to take out the powerhouse legs.
Come on, JJ.
Oh, and again, you can hear the thud right to the back of the hamstring that time.
Oh, wow, that was nasty.
Now Dash makes the tag. Back in comes Scott Dawson. Oh, what's the Revival thinking here? Oh, no, Dawson using the steel post to the leg of Jordan.
I'll tell you what they're thinking, Tom. They're thinking they want to walk out of here with the NXT Tag Team titles. Dawson and Wilder will do whatever it takes. How can you not love these guys, Tom?
It's their propensity to bend the rules. They find any sort of loophole they can to make a tag, distract a referee, find their way to get into the match, and find their own sort of leverage.
Oh, so it's definitely not because guys like this beat you up in high school.
1, 2, 3. Now once again, targeting the left knee, and look at Dash Wilder. While the referee is dealing with Scott Dawson, Dash Wilder takes a cheap shot.
You can't act surprised, Tom.
No, I'm
Dawson
not
and Wilder
surprised.
have done this forever. This is why they're
surprised.
the elite team, the premier team, the best team in tag team wrestling today.
Oh, right on the chin. Now into an early cover. Hook to the leg here on Jason Jordan. 2 count.
Look at Dawson. Never let go of that leg.
Oh, and Dash Wilder from the turnbuckle. Once again to the back of the knee there, to the leg entirely. Oh man, just hammering away on that knee. The longer Jason Jordan stays in this match, the worse it is for American Alpha. Chad Gable desperately needs to make a tag with his partner.
Wow, what a right hand. The Revival have effectively cut the ring in half. It's what Dawson and Wilder do so very well. Jordan might as well be the next talent over as far as making a tag right now.
We talked about before the commercial break, how crucial is that very first fall in a 2 out of 3 falls match?
That's extremely essential. It's imperative.
Now Dawson legal, and once again, cutting the ring in half and trying to inch Jason Jordan back into his corner. You talk about a team potentially going down 1-0 and fighting up from that hole and having to get 2 different falls to stay in the match. It's extremely difficult.
You're going to answer your own questions, Tom. Why are you asking me?
You're not going to answer. American Alpha back. Oh, look at this. Trying to back into the corner, trying to back Dawson into the corner. Jason Jordan close to a tag here. Chad Gable trying to get into this match. And Jason Jordan trying to block the suplex here. Oh, there's a tag. Tag made by American Alpha, and a great save there by Gable.
And what a right hand by Gable.
Now Gable, the fresh man in this competition, right there with the drop kick. Oh, great counter, great job coming out of the corner into the crossbody, dropping Dash Wilder. Oh, and there goes Dawson.
It's like Gable's got eyes in the back of his head. Oh, taking out both members of the Revival. Suplex.
Now into the cover to gain a fall here in this matchup against the Revival. Now a kick out. Still no falls here in this match.
Gable needs to keep his foot on the gas pedal right now. He's got Revival rocked for the first time in this match.
Well, no, look at this. Oh, look at this. Great move here by Gable. Shoulders down, and Dawson popped out of it. And now Dash Wilder can't seem to wrangle Gable. Look at this, up against the rope here. Scott Dawson, Chad Gable. Oh, my God! Dawson! Dawson leading Gable right into Dash Wilder.
They're still tied at 0.
Gable took a nasty fall outside the ring.
This is a war, and our blood will draw the battle lines. We will stand, we will fight. Whose side are you fighting for? This is a war.
the Revival with a massive clothesline to put away American Alpha for the first fall, perhaps no.
Let's take another look at this. The wherewithal of the Revival makes them so dangerous. Gable tumbling hard to the outside. Gable somehow able to beat the 10 count back in the ring, but that was probably the worst decision that Gable could have made. It's like rolling into the lion's den.
And right into the teeth of the Revival, that we have yet to have a fall here in this 2 out of 3 falls match for the NXT Tag Team titles. And look at Dash and Dawson go.
That, Tom, was textbook clubbering.
You're absolutely right about that. That is what Dash and Dawson do best. We saw the very focused and tactical approach. Oh my gosh. Against Jordan, now another cover for the first fall and a kick out. They went after the left knee of Jason Jordan for quite some time, and now it has just been a physical, flat-out style by the Revival single-handedly here against Gable. Oh. Now another cover, this time from Scott Dawson, legal here in this match, and another kick out by Gable. At what point does frustration set in here? There's still no falls here in this match.
Revival have a little bit longer before they get frustrated with American Alpha. They know that they can beat American Alpha. They've done it before.
Well, simultaneously, American Alpha has beaten the Revival before in Dallas.
Does Dawson look frustrated to you? He's smiling.
No,
he's manipulating the face of Chad Gable, and he's enjoying it.
You're absolutely right. The Revivals are very confident all throughout this matchup. No hesitation, no fear. Now a leg drop there, assisted by Dawson. Dash into the cover to get one fall. No.
Come on!
Oh, and a big headbutt there by Dash Wilder. Chad Gable in a bad situation here, and like his partner Jason Jordan just a few minutes ago, desperately needed a tag. Same situation here for Chad Gable.
The ring cut in half so precisely by Dawson and Wilder. They're just imposing their will on Chad Gable.
Now Gable back up to a vertical base here. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Gable able to get out of the way of whatever Dash was attempting. Here comes Dawson.
Gable was inches away from his partner, and Scott Dawson averted disaster for his team.
How do you know it would be disastrous, Tom?
If you let Jason Jordan get free, who knows what he could do?
The one-legged man?
You never know. It's pretty powerful. Oh, look at Gable. Gable caught on the apron here and clubbed into the ring. Once again, the referee dealing with Jordan. Dawson legal. Into the cover here, and Gable's still in it. No falls yet.
Jason Jordan may have inadvertently saved a fall for his team. Look at his clothesline back into the ring. It was just a very physical assist, Tom.
That's what you want to call it.
I call it expert tag team wrestling.
Now Gable shots to the midsection here of Scott Dawson. Oh, and another knee from Scott Dawson. Off the ropes, Gable was trying to reach out
what
for
a
tag.
spine buster.
Got planted. Dawson to put away American Alpha. Still no falls.
Revival starting to pick up the intensity. Let's take another look at this. Bam! Spine buster. So impressive.
The NXT Universe trying to get behind Jordan and Gable. American Alpha, can they regain the NXT Tag Team Championship tonight? That is what it's all about. 2 out of 3 falls, with the Revival looking very sharp right now.
It's the little things, Tom. It's things like this. Scott Dawson has his body in between Chad Gable and Jason Jordan. As he's doing damage to Gable, he's preventing Gable from reaching Jordan. It's genius.
We have still not seen any falls here in this match. Pinfall, submission, count out, knockout.
It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time, Tom.
A lot of different ways that you can get it done. Another tag here, now Dash Wilder back into the ring. Oh,
sunset flip by Gable.
Great counter here. Look at Dash Wilder trying to avoid disaster here for a moment. Now crawling into the corner. Chad Gable close to Jordan and chopped off the apron.
Chopped Jordan right in the face. Gable's right back to no man's land.
And look at this. Look at Dash and Dawson going again.
Jordan's incensed on the other side of the ring.
Dash and Dawson, great teamwork, the leg drop from the top rope. Scott Dawson, however.
It's like Dawson might have injured his hip. He's got to make the cover.
He can't seem to capitalize on the situation. A cover and Gable at it too. Still no falls.
Dawson going up top, taking a high-risk maneuver. It paid off, but it also did some damage to Dawson's right hip, even if momentarily it was enough time for Gable to kick out.
Are you surprised we don't have a fall yet here in this match?
These are two of the premier teams in the world. To say that, yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that to this point we don't have anything, but nothing should shock you when it comes to Revival or American Alpha.
Dash, another cover here for him in the face, and Chad Gable is sticking around.
He's a glutton for punishment, Tom.
Off the tag once again, Scott Dawson is legal here. Jason Jordan can only look on here. Chad Gable is taking a lot of punishment.
Come on, Gable!
On the tag made Dash Wilder back into the matchup. Oh, looking for another double team situation there. Oh, and they collided heads there, center of the ring. Gable's got an opening to Jordan. Here comes Jason Jordan. And the leg looks fresh.
I was just going to say that leg looks just fine to me.
Got a moment or two to collect himself out of the apron. And there's a T-bone suplex. There goes Dash. Oh, into the corner.
Dawson about cut in half.
Oh, caught himself there. Oh, what a spear. Cover here on Dash Wilder and a kick out. Still no falls in this match.
Jason Jordan must not let up. He must not relent. This is the first time Jordan has been in control of both members of the Revival.
Out to the top rope. What is Jason Jordan thinking here against Dash Wilder? On a headbutt sends Jason Jordan back onto the mat.
Here comes Gable.
Uh-oh. Gable caught him with a belly-to-belly.
Gable shoving Jordan out of the way.
Oh, cross body.
Roll through. Ankle lock.
Oh!
Jordan's got it locked in.
Ankle lock by Jason Jordan, middle of the ring. Dash Wilder reaching out to his partner. And the referee's trying to break up the submission here. And look at Gable.
We've got stereo ankle locks. Dawson's tapping out on the floor.
There's a tap. There's a tap.
The winner of the first fall by submission, American Alpha.
American Alpha has gone ahead 1-0 on the NXT Tag Team Champions.
Jordan and Gable need to keep the pedal to the metal right now. I don't think anyone expected the Revival to be down in a hole, but the Revival are.
Listen to the NXT arena. American Alpha are one fall away from perhaps regaining the NXT Tag Team Championship, but Dawson not going down without a fight.
Sunset flip by Dawson.
Up to the top rope there for a moment to Dawson. There goes Dash Wilder. Now Jason Jordan sitting
This
down
could be
on
it.
Cover, and Dawson popped out.
Dawson and Wilder are going to learn a lot about themselves and what they've got left in the tank right about now.
Whoa. Here's another cover on Dawson. Dawson counter, right back here on Jordan, no.
Oh!
DDT there, here's the cover. Cover on Jason Jordan. Jason Jordan sticking around.
The veteran instincts of Scott Dawson. What's he going for? He's got an inverted figure 4 leg lock.
Middle of the ring, Jason Jordan.
Remember the leg. Jason Jordan's leg was worked on the whole first. That's a tap out. That's a tap out.
The winner of the second fall by submission, the Revival.
Just how quickly Dawson and Wilder were able to even the score, how quickly they could turn the tides, score that tap out victory, and even the match at 1 fall apiece. It's sudden death, Tom.
1 fall to a finish now. Both teams 1 fall apiece. It's all for the NXT Tag Team titles.
Dawson was going for that submission again. Jordan counters
Another
into
cover, another cover on Dawson. Dawson out at 2.5. Another tag here now. Chad Gable is legal. Chad Gable to get the 3rd fall here on Dawson to a kick out.
Inside cradle by Gable.
Again on Dawson to win the titles. Now a kick out. American Alpha trying to put him away. Once again, American Alpha down on the Revival and a kick out.
This is absolutely incredible. You have to take your hat off to Dawson for having the wherewithal to kick out, and Gable just keeps coming up with pinning combinations.
Looking for a backslide there. Now Dawson just out muscling him. Whipped into the corner there. Look at Jason Jordan up on the apron.
Tag
Great
was
tag.
made.
Tag made.
Jason Jordan, the legal man.
Oh!
Could be looking for grand amplitude.
We're going to set things up. No, Dash Wilder took out Gable.
Great teamwork by the Revival. Wow!
Oh, they wanted the Shadow Machine. Jordan cover on Dawson. Dawson still in it.
Unbelievable teamwork by both teams. Jordan looking for that ankle lock again. He's got it in.
Once
the center of the ring.
Once again, the ankle lock. Will it be Dawson's turn to tap out to American Alpha? No.
Great counter. Dawson able to break the hold.
Dawson another cover. Shoulders down. Jason Jordan now.
Dawson looking for that inverted figure four once again. He's got it in.
Right back to it. Jason Jordan.
Jordan's gonna tap. Revival's gonna retain the championship. Gable!
Gable! Gable from out of the rafters.
There goes Wilder and Gable.
Oh.
Chad Gable with a desperation move, soaring halfway across the ring to save the opportunity for American Alpha.
Jason Jordan and Scott Dawson absolutely spent. Both the legal men inside the ring at the moment. Dash Wilder a long way from the tag rope. This may benefit American Alpha. And now into the corner, there goes Jordan. Oh, Dawson with a big knee.
Dawson saw the tag made.
Now looking for a suplex here on Chad Gable off of the apron. Got a hold of Dawson here.
Dangerous territory outside on the apron, trading right hands.
The referee's trying to get them both back inside the ring.
Gable's looking for that German suplex.
Whoa. Looking for a German suplex onto the barricade, perhaps.
That could end Dawson's career.
Oh, look at Dash Wilder in to help his teammate.
Elbow. Shatter Machine! Oh my God, on the apron.
Scott Dawson, the legal man, off of the Shatter Machine on the apron. Cover here on Gable, and the Revival get a third fall. They retain the titles.
Here are your winners, and still the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Revival.
A brutal third and final fall in this 2 out of 3 falls matchup.
Both of these teams brought their A game. American Alpha did everything in their power to dethrone the champs, but the Revival just too well prepared. Take a look at this, the very first fall. American Alpha getting one up on the champs with this ankle lock, dueling ankle locks. Dawson and Wilder tap out, but the lead would be short-lived.
That was short-lived, you're absolutely right. That was the first fall, and here is the next attempt here by the Revival. Chad Gable trying to save his partner, but Jason Jordan tapping out to the inverted figure four to Scott Dawson, and then some good teamwork here in a couple of instances, a couple of saves. That one saving grand amplitude, and then a near attempt at the Shatter Machine.
Teamwork at its absolute finest. Here comes the game saver right here, the headbutt by Chad Gable before Jordan had an opportunity to submit, and this is where it all ended.
Shatter Machine on the apron. Dash Wilder rolling Gable back in the ring. Scott Dawson getting all the limbs out from underneath the rope, and the Revival win it 2-1 against the American Alpha.
Whether you like them or not, you've got no choice but to admit that Dawson and Wilder, the Revival, are the best tag team in the world right now.
Tonight, Dash and Dawson, they left no doubt. They are still your NXT Tag Team Champions.